Badgers are back into the Big Ten portion of the schedule. A Tuesday night home matchup against Minnesota, followed by a Saturday road trip to Illinois to take on the Fighting Illini. We'll check out the highlights from both of those games. We'll also hear from Badgers freshman Connor Essegian. My goodness, what a start to his college career he's off to. And we'll have our weekly sit-down with head coach Gard, talking honorary captains. Been a fun part of the 125 years of basketball celebration going on this season. It's all in today's edition of the Badger Sports Report.
Left of the lane, backing is Marcus, mid-post left, backing, left shoulder turn, one pump, lefty up and under, and banked it in with the left hand. Oh, that is good work by Marcus Silver. Napped up by Gilmore. A feed to Davis, Jordan out front. He'll throw to Crowell, out to Essegian for three, left side, money. Connor Essegian with his first triple today. Hepburn holds it off the left hip, gets a screen from Crowell. Chucky to the left elbow. Now left lane line, backing, low on the left, goes up and in, it counts it a foul. Jaden Epps got him, and ones. Here's Hepburn. High screen Crowell. Chucky right lane line, drives, stops, feeds Crowell. Wide open three straight away. Good for Stephen Crowell. And it's 57-47 Illinois. Here comes Hepburn for the Badgers. 17 points for Shannon today. Hepburn behind the back dribble off the left wing. Chucky to the rim, high off the glass, no good. Tipped up and in by Crowell. Hepburn out front. Pass deflected by Shannon. Got back. Now Chucky deep three. Left side rattles it through. A three for Hepburn, and the Badgers use their final timeout.
I felt they were better than their record. I know they've gone through some ups and downs, but for us, defensively, I felt was where the game was decided and what we didn't do and didn't get done consistently enough. And credit to specifically Coleman Hawkins for taking advantage of some of our mistakes.
Just lack of communication. We lacked communication all day, and we're going to fix that practice, and we're going to be ready for Tuesday.
Tyler does a great job on both ends for us, and he's kind of the vocal leader out there, so we kind of missed him in the huddles today. Because I'll be honest, our communication wasn't great in the huddles, and about certain things in the second half, like switches and stuff, we could have been better on. And who knows, Tyler out there and his communication, that could have been changed. But like you said, I think it's pretty even that we missed him on both sides.
Definitely was tougher. We definitely would have another option with Tyler playing the game today. But we have to. That's why we have 16 guys on the team. Another man needs to step up, and hopefully we can have that next game.
We'll regroup. This league isn't for the faint of heart, but turn around and get ready for Tuesday night.
This is Wisconsin basketball, and Wall with a steal. Tyler with the pilfer, down the lane, slam dunk. Now it's Jordan Davis for three on the right side, and he sticks it. With two, Hepburn, good! Off the glass! Chucky right of the paint, behind the back pass, Crowell for three, straight on, straight in. Let's have a party, Badger Nation! You have yourselves a Big Ten champion!
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org. And is brought to you by the Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors. BuildingWisconsinTogether.com. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
When you've been injured, you need the hometown team on your side. Trust us to get you back in the game. Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Badger Athletics. One call, that's all.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, like really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team.
With research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results.
Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
My favorite breakfast is Odyssey yogurt. I asked Mommy where it comes from, and she took me to a dairy farm to learn all about milk and, most importantly, cows. Wisconsin cows are definitely the happiest, which means they make the tastiest yogurt. My favorite is blueberry. What's your flavor? Support your local farmers. EIEI Odyssey.
These are operating engineers. They operate top-of-the-line, innovative machines and build stuff that matters. And operating engineers are well paid. They even get paid to train. As an apprentice, you can make $56,000 a year from day one. During training, no school loans and no debt. When your training is complete, you'll have a stable career job that is high skill, high tech, and high pay. We need operating engineers right now. Your future can begin today.
Injured? You need a team you can trust. Call Gruber Law Offices today, serving the people of Wisconsin for over 30 years. Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Badger Athletics. One call, that's all.
And the handoff intended for Cooper is taken away by Hepburn. Now Essegian with it. Sends it to Hepburn to the right side. Drops it to Connor. He'll take the three. Got it. Enough is enough, says the freshman. And it's 5-2 Wisconsin with 13:52 left in the first half. Going to Battle on the left side. Operates baseline against Klesmith. Took it away as Battle wanted to put one up. There's a long feed. Gilmore running the lane. Down the lane. Slam dunk. Carter Gilmore. Gilmore hands off to Essegian. Bounce past Crowd, top of the circle. He'll get it to Hepburn. Chucky out the Crowd to the rim. Slam dunk. Steven Crowd sends it in with authority. 59-54 Wisconsin. Hepburn just holds it. Edge of the center circle, 8 in the shot clock. Off the Crowd screen, Hepburn charging right of the lane. Puts it up and in off the glass. Hepburn with a strong take, 63-56 Wisconsin. It's no good. Rebound Minnesota. Ola Joseph ahead to Cooper. 7 seconds left. Cooper against Hepburn with 4 seconds. With 3. Hepburn steals the ball. Ahead to Gilmore. And the Badgers win it. Hepburn with the pilfer for the Wisconsin Badgers.
You know, as I told them in the locker room, good teams find a way. When you're not playing and clicking on all cylinders and sputtering at times, good teams dig down and find a way to get it done.
Missing Tyler, you know, that's one of our key guys, you know, one of our best players. And when he goes down, we know somebody else has to step up, and that's why there's 16 players. And I believe for the most part, we did a good job.
I mean, for me, I'm kind of expecting a battle every night. You know, it's the Big Ten for a reason, and, you know, we've seen it already. You know, with Iowa being such a close game, and, you know, a lot of things I learned from that, you know, just right off the bat. So, I mean, it's going to be, I'm expecting games like that, but like Chucky was saying too, we'd like to learn a little bit on how to close games out a lot better.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, like really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team.
With research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results.
Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
A lot of reasons why it's fun to come to the Kohl Center to watch the Badger basketball team this season and for many, many seasons, as a matter of fact. But one of them this year, as they celebrate the 125th year of Wisconsin basketball, is to bring back honorary captains. And we had Joe Chernellick for the last home game against Minnesota this week. There have been Bronson Koenig, Trayvon Hughes, John Lure. It's fun to be able to do that. You mentioned that from the very beginning of your time here. You want to reach out former players, former coaches, and it seems like every one of these guys who's been an honorary captain has been really happy to do it, and it's meant quite a bit to them.
Yeah, I think it obviously falls in line with kind of, you mentioned my thought process of the past and the history of this program, and so many people have put so much into it over the last 125 years that to be able to bring guys back from different eras has been really cool and really neat. And you mentioned Joe Chernellick and John, and Wes Matthews was back, and we got Ricky Olson coming here soon. So just it's been awesome to reach back to these guys. And obviously a few of those guys I coached myself. I've been here a day or two. So to see those guys come back and just their appreciation and how, as they reflect back, I guess, look in the rearview mirror of their career and their life, the further away you get from here in terms of your career and your life, the more you appreciate what you had and the experiences and how that helps set you up for life after basketball.
I've always found that players, no matter how long ago it was, if it was 5 years ago or 50 years ago, they are still so invested into what's happening now. And, you know, Joe played even before I got here to watch, but certainly I knew of him growing up in Ohio. Toughness seems to be the word that is first used with him. Obviously very productive, but just a tough player, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I was a wee little one when he was playing, like 5 years old when he was playing here. But, you know, and he told the story the other day of just how he was Coach Ryan's first recruit when he came in with Coach Cofield as an assistant. Joe was actually committed to Oregon, and he was able to get him to decommit back in the day when you didn't sign right away. And, you know, and choose to stay home here and play at Wisconsin. And much to Joe's credit, he recalled what Bo had told him, that if you play here at Wisconsin, the people of Wisconsin will never forget you being from the state. And Joe was in tears the other night as he was out on center court. So it's those type of moments that really cool to see how meaningful this is to the former players.
Yeah, Bo speaks the truth. That was a very warm reception that Joe had the other night. I always thought, I'm kind of plucking names here. It was really fun to see Trayvon Hughes be an honorary captain. I just have this feeling he's one of the more underrated players, not by those in the locker room, but those outside. I mean, this guy made, you know, he scored a ton of points. He did so many things. And speaking of underrated moments, the NCAA tournament game winner against Florida State, let's not forget about that. It was an athletic, down one. I mean, the guy is coaching now too, right? He's getting involved in this.
Yeah, and you see guys, you know, transform, so to speak, from when they were here as a player and a student to where they are now. And he's one of the guys that has reflected back, like, Coach, he wants all the drills now that he used to hate. He said, Coach, I hated all those defensive drills. Now, can you give all those to me? Because that's, as a coach, you understand the other side of the coin, so to speak. But yeah, it's another guy, even though he hasn't been gone that long. Just watch the maturity and the growth, and he's just married with kids now, and like you mentioned, coaching at Kettle Moraine High School. So just another feel-good story about a former Badger.
Yeah, Bronson Koenig back a few weeks ago as well. I talk about shot makers. I mean, just clutch. And Mike Kelly, again, played before you got here, but you're very well aware of him. And just, again, you know, guys who really have made the program what it is today.
It is. You know, they have. And they, again, you mentioned they are so invested in today's program, too, and our guys, and want to be able to help and talk to our guys, and just are willing to, at a drop of a hat, help us out in any way, shape, or form. And I've had, you know, everybody I've called to be a captain, I can't get them all back. We only have X number of home games, but they've all, once they understand what it's about and what it's for, and obviously the bigger event coming in April, I've had nobody say no. Yeah. So I just don't have enough dates to get everybody back that probably should be brought back.
Yeah, no doubt. Maybe it's something that could continue in future years. I know one of the things that you've done this year, too, a couple of times already, is you have dressed in the attire of former coaches. Can you drop a hint as to when the next time you might come out looking like a former coach?
Well, there'll be one here in January.
Okay.
I don't know exactly when, and really I don't. There'll be one in February, and there'll be one more in March. So I won't even give away which three coaches are still I call it a costume, but it's really not. It's, I mean, although the sweater vest might have been the hardest thing to try to find. They are not in style for what Coach Bennett used to wear. The red blazer was good. I had that in my closet. And then the other three upcoming ones have been, you know, little work, but we've got them all ready to go.
Yet another reason for you to be here every time you get a chance at the Kohl Center, because you never know. That could be the day when Coach Gard is dressed like a coach of days gone by here at the University of Wisconsin. Stay with us. More to come as we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. We believe in financial security for Wisconsin public school employees and their families. WEA Member Benefits, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. WEAbenefits.com.
My favorite breakfast is Odyssey yogurt. I asked Mommy where it comes from, and she took me to a dairy farm to learn all about milk and, most importantly, cows. Wisconsin cows are definitely the happiest, which means they make the tastiest yogurt. My favorite is blueberry. What's your flavor? Support your local farmers. EIEI Odyssey.
WEA Member Benefits, dedicated to helping Wisconsin public school employees become financially secure with programs designed for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
Well, you mentioned this Badger basketball team has been a lot of fun to watch. The fans have taken to it rather quickly, and you've also said there were a lot of reasons, and one of those reasons is one of the new faces in the program, freshman Connor Essegian from Fort Wayne, Indiana. And Connor, I've noticed, because we're just there on the sideline describing the game, but when you come in off the bench in games at the Kohl Center, there's a buzz in the crowd here. They're excited to watch you. You're locked in, but having said that, do you notice it when you come in that the fans they're kind of excited to see you out on the floor?
I mean, kind of. It's just on. I mean, I'm just kind of really going in there and playing. So I try not to worry, about the outside really too much. But I mean, I hear it a little bit. It's hard not to when it's coming from a lot of different directions. I mean, I do hear a little bit of the fan activity when I get in.
There's certainly people have noticed your very quick release on your shot. Take us through that, the development of that in your earlier years of playing basketball. It looks like it's come naturally, but I'm sure that's hours and hours of work, day in and day out. Take us through that, just your form, and was there somebody that you watched growing up that you wanted to emulate? How did that come about?
So when I really first started playing, I really wasn't scorer, shooter at all. I honestly was pretty bad. But it was really just a lot of just kind of wanting to just be good and just repetition after repetition. And there wasn't really anyone specifically who helped me with my form, with my shot. My AAU coach, Casey Adams, was always kind of with me, just kind of in there in the gym with me, just helping me a little bit. But really, like, my form, my release, all that, it's really just self-taught, honestly. It really is.
When was it where you really felt confident, like you're not really bad anymore, in fact, you're pretty good?
Throughout middle school, I was kind of deciding between baseball and basketball. That's kind of, I really wanted to dial in and take one to the next level. And so it was probably around 7th grade is when I really kind of took that step to, really make that leap to go and really try and take basketball to the next level.
What position did you play in baseball?
I was pitcher and shortstop.
Okay. Favorite team?
I grew up a Tigers fan.
Okay.
Because my mom's family is from Michigan.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, on your bio, and I'm probably the 1,000th person to ask you this, with your grandfather, a relation with Robin Yount. He played a little before your time, but I would imagine you've been reminded of that a little bit in interviews here. Have you been able to learn a little bit about Robin Yount and what he means to Brewers fans?
Yeah, I didn't really realize how much history there was behind that name until once we kind of got closer to the Brew City battle, and when we went to the Brewers game to kind of support that, kind of hearing people talk about it, and knowing obviously I was related to him. Especially when we got into the locker room, I saw his jersey and his memorabilia having its own showcase.
Yep.
Seeing just it's just pretty cool just to kind of see all that.
How cool was it to play in that game, to play in a baseball park, to play a basketball game? How was it?
It was kind of like a dream for me. I got the best of both worlds in the two sports that I love. So to really go out there and kind of be able to compete on a baseball diamond, but playing basketball, the sport I want to take forever, that was something, a really cool experience that I'll never forget.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, your freshman year, it doesn't matter if you're a freshman or a 5th or 6th year senior. You go to France, you play at American Family Field, you go to the Bahamas. That's not bad.
It's a pretty fun and eventful freshman year. Welcome to college.
No doubt. I mean, and probably a great help for you, or for anybody for that matter, the off-the-floor time, which in the Bahamas probably didn't happen until after the USC game, I would guess, because you were playing early games, but probably just a good chance to interact and get to know one another quite a bit. Has that been a big help?
Yeah, the France trip especially, being together for
a week plus. I mean, that was huge just to really, for me to get to know the guys. I know I'd been there in the summer a little bit for workouts, but the France trip and you know, just kind of traveling with the guys has really helped, you know, me with my chemistry with the team and just our chemistry in general.
People obviously they've noticed you with your work on the offensive end, your ability to score. You're making some plays on the defensive end of the floor. I was talking to Chucky about this. I ask almost every freshman this about making the adjustment to the defensive end. It looks like you're making more plays here as this season moves along. What's the toughest part of understanding everything that goes into defense at this level?
Everything at the next level in college is just bigger, faster, stronger. I mean, even like our principles, it's just the speed is just so much quicker, and just kind of making it a natural instinct. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've been taught, you know, every coach has different principles, different things they preach, and so getting to college and, you know, now you have to like for sure do it and you have to lock in. It's really just getting, you know, the natural instincts down just to, you know, kind of do it naturally and not have to worry, you know, and second guess myself.
And a lot of big, strong dudes out there to deal with too, right?
There's a couple big dudes. Maryland was definitely an intro to the Big Ten for me.
I want to get into another area with you. We were talking before the camera started rolling. I'm an older guy, so my social media is pretty limited. Twitter, mostly, a little Instagram. TikTok is kind of your area, though, right?
A little bit. I do a little bit of TikTok, yeah.
And video editing, too. Take us through that, because that's something that, again, maybe a lot of folks your age like that. How did that start? I mean, what is it about that appeals to you?
So, I mean, I've just kind of always enjoyed, you know, just kind of seeing a different side of the game. It kind of gets you behind the camera is different than playing, or even just coaching little kids. It's all different. So I know my dad had kind of done it a lot. That's kind of how I started with it. He did a little bit for like our high school team, and then I just kind of wanted to see what it was about. And then once I kind of picked up a camera and got a little bit of video editing schools, I kind of just took off with it, and I just enjoy doing it now. Yeah.
I think one thing that people will enjoy seeing, and maybe they did when you committed, the video that you and your brother put together. How long did that take? There's a lot of edits in that thing. That's pretty well done.
It took a lot of time, especially with the time crunch too. You know, once I called Coach the day after my official saying I was coming, I didn't have long before it was going to start to, you know, people were going to start figuring out what I decided. So it took a lot of hours in a short period of time to get that video done.
You were happy with it though? It came out pretty well?
I was pretty happy with how it came out.
The confidence with you, Connor, that it's really, I think it's part of what the fans here really enjoy about you. You like to, I mean, you just look like you're having a time of your life when you're playing this game, and you hit a shot. It was, I forget which game it was, one of the recent games where you had your palms up. I mean, that's just you being you though, right? You're just enjoying playing the game?
Yeah, I'm just out here and having fun. You know, basketball's what I love, and so I'm out here, every minute I'm out here, I'm really just, you know, soaking it all in, especially at this level.
All right, guys, making an impact as a freshman for this Wisconsin Badgers team, no doubt about it. That's Connor Essegian. Stay with us. We'll take a break. More to come on the Badger Sports Report.
These are operating engineers. They operate top-of-the-line, innovative machines and build stuff that matters. And operating engineers are well paid. They even get paid to train. As an apprentice, you can make $56,000 a year from day one during training. No school loans and no debt. When your training is complete, you'll have a stable career job that is high skill, high tech, and high pay. We need operating engineers right now. Your future can begin today.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, like really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team.
With research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results.
Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org. And is brought to you by the Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors. BuildingWisconsinTogether.com. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Another home road week coming up for the Wisconsin Badgers. A Tuesday night matchup here at the Kohl Center against Michigan State. Tip time set for 6 o'clock. And then it's on the road. Another Saturday afternoon game away from Madison as the Badgers head down to Bloomington for a noon Central Time tip-off against Indiana. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.
These are operating engineers. They operate top-of-the-line innovative machines and build stuff that matters. And operating engineers are well paid. They even get paid to train. As an apprentice, you can make $56,000 a year from day one. During training, no school loans and no debt. When your training is complete, you'll have a stable career job that is high skill, high tech, and high pay. We need operating engineers right now. Your future can begin today.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
My favorite breakfast is Odyssey yogurt. I asked Mommy where it comes from, and she took me to a dairy farm to learn all about milk and, most importantly, cows. Wisconsin cows are definitely the happiest, which means they make the tastiest yogurt. My favorite is blueberry. What's your flavor? Support your local farmers. EIEI Odyssey.